Hi, my name is Daniela Sanchez, and my presentation is over how age affects memory. Changes in the brain. With growing older, there are changes that happen in development, both seen and unseen. One major occurrence that happens is the aging of the brain. The brain changes more than any other part of the body. Aging causes changes to the cognition, vasculature, and brain size. The brain shrinks as individuals grow older, and incidence of stroke, white matter lesion, and dementia increase with age, as does memory impairment and changes in levels of neurotransmitters and hormones. Cognitive changes. The most seen cognitive change associated with aging is memory. Memory function can be divided into four parts: episodic, semantic, procedural, and working memory. Episodic and semantic memory are most important when it comes to aging. Episodic memory is defined as a form of long-term memory in which information is stored about specific events, situations, and experiences, such as the first day of school, first kiss, attending a friend's birthday party, etc. Episodic memory is thought to decline from middle age onwards. This is also a characteristic of the memory loss seen in Alzheimer's disease. Semantic memory is defined as recalling ideas, concepts, and general facts, like remembering the capital of France or knowing the sky is blue. Semantic memory increases gradually from middle age to young elderly, but declines in the very elderly age. Cognitive changes continued. Autobiographical memory of life events and accumulated knowledge of known facts and information decline with age, whereas procedural memories like learning how to ride a bike or tie a shoe remain with age. Working memory, the ability to hold a piece of information in mind, such as a phone number or a password, also declines with age. Working memory depends on how fast someone can process new information rather than stored knowledge. Neuronal changes. Changes of individual neurons contribute to the shrinkage and cortical thinning of the aging brain. The number of connections between brain cells drops, which affect learning and memory. Neurons shrink and retract their dendrites, and the fatty myelin that wraps around axons deteriorates. Though synaptic changes are selective and subtle, their effect on cognitive decline are believed to be greater than structural and chemical changes. With increasing age, dendrites shrink their branches, become more complex, and they lose dendritic spines, the tiny protuberances that receive chemical signals. Structural changes. The alterations in cognitive ability reflect changes in the brain's structure and chemistry. The brain changes in subtle but measurable ways as a person enters midlife. The overall volume begins to shrink once people reach their 30s to 40s, with shrinkage increasing even more by age 60. Some areas of the brain shrink more and faster than other parts. The prefrontal cortex, the cerebellum, and hippocampus show the biggest losses, which worsen through age. The most dramatic changes to the brain are also among the last to mature in adolescence. The last parts of the brain to develop are the first to deteriorate. Chemical changes. With age, our brains may also generate fewer chemical messengers. Older brains synthesize less dopamine, and there are fewer receptors to bind the neurotransmitter. A study found 60 to 70-year-olds with mild cognitive impairment had less serotonin in their brain. Brains undergo an array of changes as we age, but scientists are learning every day how adopting a healthy lifestyle can minimize or delay the negative effects. What parts of the brain do not change? The gift of knowledge from years of life experience and learning enables individuals to assess new situations better. At midlife, most people are more adept at making financial issues and getting to the roots of problems quicker than when they were younger. In most people, these abilities improve with age, such as inductive reasoning, verbal abilities, spatial reasoning, basic math, accentuating the positive, and attaining commitment. There are even a rare group of people called superagers, over the age of 80 years or older, who show having cognitive function of a middle-aged individual. It's been found that brains of superagers shrink at a slower rate than those of their contemporaries, which results in a greater resistance to the typical memory loss that occurs with age. This suggests that age-related cognitive decline is not inevitable. Ways to slow brain aging. A large amount of evidence suggests that people who experience the least declines in cognition and memory share similar habits such as exercising, pursuing intellectually stimulating activities, staying socially active, managing stress, eating a healthy diet, and sleeping well. Aerobic and resistance exercise of moderate intensity for at least 45 minutes can dramatically boost brain power for people aged 50 and over. Playing an instrument is another method to ward off cognitive decline and keep listening and hearing skills sharp. And here are my citations. Thank you for watching.